Hey guys, I'm back at my parents' house now. Today I'm going to get an idea of what I want to modify in the van, because obviously there were some things that did not work, especially for two people. Like me and my brother just cannot fit in there. We're two big ass dudes and anything can happen. So not even for 2 weeks or a couple weeks would our little road trip work. Like, that just is impossible. So that kind of sucks, but I'm gonna have to think of a solution. Otherwise he'll end up taking his own little car and we'll just drive separately. But the main concern for me is I'm gonna be the one in this long term, so I need to make sure that my comfort is taken care of. The main thing that I need in this van is probably a little more storage space, just so I could have like a spot for my clothes as well as food and cooking supplies, and then like a workspace. Like I definitely need some sort of countertop and cooktop for making food and stuff, and using my laptop. That for sure needs to happen. I had an idea on the little countertop where the sink is. There's a I want to have like a lip, like a little kind of hook that you could hook the table onto, right? So, and then I could put those lips everywhere around the van, right? I could put them on the back door, so I could have somewhere to cook outside, and I could put them on the side of the sink as well, so I could have a little space to cook, and it would just be one board with the kind of other end of the hook that you could just interchange anywhere around the van, and it could be super useful everywhere. That's the one idea I have that I want to make. I've seen similar things in like other people's videos, but not quite what I'm looking for. I kind of did a little bit of searching online and couldn't find a whole lot. I mean, there's things like that will pull out, and there's things that will kind of slot in, but I don't see anything that will hook onto a countertop. So we'll see. I'm gonna head to Home Depot, just get an idea what they have, look at like their brackets and stuff. The wood's no problem. That'll just be a basic thing. You could buy paint, put some sort of linoleum or whatever on it, whatever people do. I don't know what it's called. Yeah, so we'll figure it out. I just need to make some modifications here before I make any sort of long journey, because I don't want to run into these issues with no resources, you know. Alright guys, let's see. You know you are officially an adult when a Home Depot trip no longer inspires like dread in your heart. I remember as a kid, going to Home Depot like meant a full weekend's worth of work with my dad. My dad's all about doing projects and shit, and every time he'd take us on a trip to Home Depot just meant that we were gonna be working all day. But now as an adult, like, it's kind of like your version of like Toys R Us as a kid. Now I go there and it's like, man, what kind of project can I work on? Like, when I lived in an apartment, I would get excited about fixing up the yard, and you know, a trip to Home Depot inspired excitement rather than dread. So, interesting thought, right? I have no idea where to even look. This is like hooks and fasteners. I don't know. It would almost be something like this, you know, that would go across the countertop, and another piece opposite side would click in right there and hang. But I think it would have to be more rounded so it could hook on there to support the table. But that's pretty close, so I gotta be getting close, right? Alright, I got a few things. I'm not sure if they'll work. I asked the guy in Home Depot and explained what I was looking for, and this was the closest thing. He showed me. They're made for pictures. Basically, it's like this hanging bracket you can put on the back of a picture frame. I'm gonna see if it'll work for this. You know, if not, I'll just come back and return it, I guess. It's worth a shot. I don't know if you can even hear me, because there's like 3 generators from those damn campers that are around here. 2, 3. They're all probably blasting their AC. I'm gonna get this home. I guess I'll cut the plywood to the size of the countertop and see if I can make these brackets work. And if I can make them work, I'll come back and I'll get a few more. Yeah, I'm not really sure this is gonna work. Just kind of fiddling around with it. Kind of feeling like it's not gonna work. So this is the bracket and the counter. I would have to mount the bracket on kind of like that. Obviously cut it to the size. And then this other side kind of is supposed to go in like that. Oops, like that. But the problem with that is these, where you would mount the screws, sitting flush on the plywood, and you were to put it on here, I think would bring the table up at an angle. I'm gonna have to mess around with it more though, but hopefully I can make it work. Does anyone else understand this idea that I have? And I mean, if you're watching this video and you have a better solution for me, please, I'm all ears, because I'm just figuring this shit out, but it's fun. Another problem I absolutely had to solve in this van was a lack of music. Like, I cannot go on any sort of road trip without freaking music, and I'm not listening to the radio. It was an interesting discovery to see that the new Samsung 21 Ultra does not have an auxiliary input. I swear these phone companies are getting crazier and crazier. They want you to buy more and more accessories, so I had to buy this little guy. It was like 20 something bucks. It's a 3.5 millimeter audio adapter for the USB-C, just so I could plug in my auxiliary input. But it's absolutely necessary for me because I can't survive without my Spotify. It's a new day. Haven't really installed anything. Haven't really tried. I am doing right now a test on the heat tolerance inside the van. That's a big issue, especially where I live. Right now I just checked the temperature. It is 106, that's Fahrenheit, outside. Scorching. So the worst part of the day right now. It's about 3 o'clock. So I went in the van, I cracked the windows. I got these like window socks for the doors. You put them over the door and they got kind of like a screen so you can crack the windows. Windows are cracked. I got the MaxxAir vent going. I think it's almost at full blast. Now it's at full blast. Got this little fan, and I just checked the internal temperature. I believe it was 88. So from 106 to 88 inside the van. The doors are shut. Just those windows are cracked. The vent going, and this little fan. Let's see. So I think it's pretty tolerable. Like I'm comfortable here. I'm not like, I wouldn't say it's cool, but it's definitely tolerable. I could feel a nice airflow through the van with the thing, because the windows are cracked and the vent's going. So that's pretty good. I'm happy with that result. I was worried about that. So I mean, if I take this out there in the desert and I'm trying to sleep, it should be pretty decent still. So yeah, I'm coming up with some plans as far as where I want to go. I'm waiting for some payments to come through from my old job and that kind of thing. It's kind of money I'll be able to float on for a while. Once that all comes through, I'll be able to leave. Hopefully I'll have whatever modifications I need to do in here done by then. I'll leave with my brother for a little while. He'll come with me for a couple weeks. The plan is to go to the coast of California, Highway 1. You know, it's a beautiful drive. I definitely want to do that in the van. We'll stay on pull-outs or wherever we could park on the street, in the neighborhood, stealth camp, that kind of thing, wherever we can. Just take our time, meander up Highway 1. take us into Oregon. And in Oregon, I really, really want to explore Oregon. There's a lot of places I want to see. I would definitely want to spend some time in Portland. I would like to do some hiking there. Yeah, because it's a beautiful state, and I've never really spent any significant amount of time there. I went on one road trip, and one time I don't even think we stopped in Oregon. We just drove all the way through into Washington. Washington's another beautiful state, but I definitely want to explore Oregon. The original plan was to drive up through Oregon, spend a little time in Oregon, blast through Washington, head up into Canada, and explore Canada a bit. And I was going to kind of stay in Canada for a while, and he would fly back. But I found out that the Canadian government has made it a requirement to get the COVID vaccine to enter the country. So, I mean, it's great if you want to get vaccinated, but I'm not about that. I'm not about anything that the government's going to tell me I have to do. It's kind of rubs me the wrong way. It should be a choice, you know. There's not enough, in my opinion, not enough long-term science to prove the safety of the vaccine. It just rubs me the wrong way when they're going to have all these things you can't do if you're not vaccinated. That makes me not want to get vaccinated even more. So that's a bummer. I really want to go to Canada. Hopefully those requirements lift up at some point in the future and I can head up there. So with that being said, after Oregon, after I drop my brother off at some point, I'll either head up towards like Yellowstone area, Montana, that kind of thing, maybe Arizona. I don't really know. I really don't know. I've actually come to I found a new love for like desert states. I never really liked Nevada very much, but I did a road trip with my brother and my dad to Area 51 and Rachel, Nevada, and after that trip, I fell in love with Nevada. The desert was just absolutely beautiful. Being outside at night, looking at the stars, the whole alien thing, you know, it was cool. I think at some point I'll be able to upload I took some video from that trip, and I'll upload it to this channel. It was about a year ago now, but it was a super sick trip. Definitely would want to do it again, and I could do it again in a van, you know. One concern I have is as far as driving this van, I'm not going to do any crazy off-roading, but I would like to be able to go down some dirt roads here and there. So I'll have to kind of play it by ear and test that out. So I mean, at this point, where I'm at right now is just brainstorming. I'm just kind of trying to figure out what I want to do, where I want to go, where do I want to spend time. I know probably since I can't really go to Canada, probably the end goal would be to go to the East Coast. East Coast looks so beautiful to me. I would love to be in like Rhode Island. It was Massachusetts. I really want to go to Massachusetts in the fall. Just that whole Halloween, falling leaves look to the state is beautiful. I've always wanted to do that. I could do that now, so that's gonna be a plan. Hopefully, maybe I can make it work this fall. If not, I would definitely do that next fall. So it's exciting. I'm a little bit nervous, ain't gonna lie. I do have a fair amount of funds that will float me for a while, which is good. There were some, financial uncoverings that I discovered I was able to obtain, which will put my mind at ease for a little while at least, but that doesn't mean I can relax in the way of finding a source of income. I'm gonna have to bring money in because shit's gonna happen. The van's gonna probably have an issue. I do have a nice little warranty on it I paid for, so that should cover any major engine stuff, at least within 100,000 miles. So yeah, I mean, that's really all I wanted to say in this video. I will update you guys as far as this little desk project. My dad said he had some ideas, maybe better than mine. We'll see. I know what I want, and I explained it to you guys, so hopefully I can make that happen. That's all I got for you in this video. Nothing crazy exciting. Home Depot is, exciting for a grown adult, like I said, but as far as a YouTube audience, I don't know. So yeah, you guys be safe. If you're any fellow van lifer and you happen to be watching my channel, maybe we'll see each other out on the road. Bye guys, take it easy.